So like, for context, our species is, modern humans, they say, is about 200,000 years old. And we came out of Africa. And at that time, there were other humans around the world.
Yeah.
And so there's something in like our genus, Homo, like that made us just want to fucking move, like, and we explore. But, something about us as well, I think it took a couple of attempts for us, the Homo sapien, to leave Africa. I think the first attempt we failed, and we did it again, and we outcompeted the Neanderthals, the Denisovans, all these other human groups. But we went further, right? We actually have gone to every corner of the earth. And what you're talking about with like the Polynesians, like, and so just saying like Hawaii and the Maori, and just, I've always been so impressed by the length of like ocean expedition, because it's one thing to go over land, but we're not aquatic animals.
Terrifying.
It's terrifying. Here's a fact I absolutely love. I learned this about a year ago, is that if you people of Madagascar are not full African. In fact, the first humans to set foot on Madagascar came from Indonesia.
Whoa.
All the way from Indonesia, the first humans, and then Africans came later. And so you can actually see photos of people from Madagascar, and it's this beautiful, like, look to them, like, and they've done like genetic analysis, and they know like these people from Indonesia came all the way across, and they're this beautiful like cross, like mix between the two. It's amazing.
It's like no disrespect to people who love sailing, but like that must have sucked, dude. Like being on like a canoe for like like weeks, months, like the humans drive, and like these incredible like Indonesian explorers, and like these people that like explored all through Polynesia, like drive to explore and to like keep pushing those horizons in the face of like no fresh drinking water, like no food.
Why?
Like I feel like I'm lazy. Like I'm just like, I don't know if I would be driven to that, but like there's these incredible, like innovative, amazing people that were just driven to just like look over that next horizon, and I think that's really like they're the reason that like humanity, or maybe humanity is the reason why they did that, but like there's something in us that wants to just like explore and find out why, and like figure out, is there life on other planets, figure out what's over the horizon. And I think that's like, I don't think we should devalue that, I don't think we should put that in the same box as imperialism, as you said, and be like this like looking at it. So you mentioned this buffel grass, like there's this idea of invasive species, and this idea of coming to places and like totally messing up the environment, right? Like there's this grass we see all in the hills here, and this is such a big old tangent, but like from my understanding was brought here when like the British cattle drivers, like they had all these cows here, there was all this dust going around, they wanted more grass the cows could eat, so they just kind of like put these seeds here. But what they didn't realize is that the buffel, it burns really hot when there's a bushfire, but it comes back really quickly. So for like, thousands of years, tens of thousands of years, like local indigenous people like Aranda here in Alice Springs and all over Australia were using fire to help manage the ecology. And before that, there was this very complex system of fire, and you bring in this plant that burns differently, and it basically burns hotter, kills everything else around it, and then bounces back quickly, and it kills all the animals, it kills all the plants, and it's like destroying the environment, it's destroying the local like culture, because so much culture is tied with the animals and the plants and what's going on, and it's this huge issue just because someone came in, they didn't understand the system, they didn't understand this rich scientific process that was happening here with cultural burning. And like if we bring buffel grass equivalent to Mars, that would fucking suck, like that's what I'm saying. Like we have to tread carefully, we have to go in with such respect for the system, the environment, the context that we're going into as we're exploring, the galaxy. But I don't think that should stop us, I think we should have that awareness and that respect and tread lightly into the void.